Hello, welcome back to Silver Thread Sewing. I'm Diane. This is another episode of Hashtag Fabric Wheel of Fate. So I appreciate you stopping by my channel. I've been busy, but not sewing a ton until this week. I had started out the month of August with a lot of plans, which I seldom do, but I wanted to get my sewing room redone, and I've got some Fabric Wheel of Fate fabrics still to make, and just had all kinds of ideas of things that I wanted to do. And because of my room taking a little bit longer than I expected and some life things that have come up, I have not been able to sew very much until this past week. So I am back today to show you my last spin was my wheel went to wild card. Now originally when I put that on my wheel, I was going to make a bag or something other than a garment. But now that it's getting so late in the month of August and the weather's starting to get cool, I thought I really need to go ahead and get these summertime fabrics finished up. So just real briefly, if you're not familiar with the hashtag Fabric Wheel of Fate, and I'm sure that you are, this is a challenge or a hashtag started by Carol over at Sew Carol. And a lot of people have joined in this, so it kind of gives us a way to choose what we're going to sew next, or at least the fabric, but not really have to choose. It can be a difficult fabric that we kind of dread or we don't know what to do with, or maybe even a fabric in my case that I was really precious about but didn't know what to make out of. That's been my problem a couple times, and I've still got a couple more fabrics that are going to fall into that category. But today I'm going to share with you what I'm wearing. And this, I had ordered a few patterns a couple weeks back, and they had been on sale for like $4.99, and I only got 4 or 5 patterns. But one of them is the one that I made and I'm wearing now, and it's a Newlook pattern. So I wanted to make, I had an inspiration skirt, and I'll insert a picture of that here. I had seen that come up on Pinterest or somewhere, and I just thought, you know, that would be the perfect, comfortable, easy to wear skirt. Thought it was just great. I like the wider waistband and the fact that it's made out of a knit. So that's the reason I ordered this pattern. And when it came, I had planned to make a t-shirt or something out of the same fabric, but maybe one that I had tried before, maybe the Itch to Stitch Iris tee or the Love Notions Chorus tee, something that I'm a little more familiar with. And when I got this pattern and started looking at it, I thought, you know, since I'm already out of my comfort zone, I'm just going to go for it. So without further ado, let me show you the pattern. This is Newlook 6804, and it is for knits. 6804. And I made this version of the skirt, but I added 3 inches of length. And I made this version of the top. And when I tell you what size I did for the top, nobody's going to believe me. I'm sure I can hardly believe it myself. So I always have a little problem that I make my clothes too big. I can't stand anything to look tight. I don't want to show any bumps and bulges and all that. So I always err on the side of going too large. So I measured my body, and I measured my paper pattern piece, and I made a size small at the neck and the armholes. I measured it 2 or 3 times and was scared to even go that small. I would normally cut an extra large, or at least a large. But the pattern, you know, between the body measurement and the finished garment measurements, I felt pretty confident, and I cut out the paper pieces and held them up to myself, and that looked perfect for the neck and the armholes. But I kept thinking, that can't be right. I can't wear a small in the upper part. So what I did, I cut a small at the neck and armholes, and I graded to a medium at the waist and a large at the bottom of the hem for the top. Now the skirt, I did a large at the waistband, and I graded it out to an extra large because I wanted to make sure that it was going to be really full and just skim the body, not be tight anywhere. So I did a large waist at the skirt and an extra large at the hip. Probably did not need to do that because it calls for some elastic in the waist, and I did put the elastic in, and it had to take up quite a bit still. So I can't believe I would have made a medium at the waist, but I think I could have done with a medium and a large at the hip. But I will insert pictures of me wearing this and see what you think. I am not very comfortable with a wrap style, although it is seamed in. There's nothing loose. It's all been stitched. But this is kind of a crossover front, and then it's attached. Let me show you on the pattern. You can see it on this one a little bit better. It's kind of gathered up here, shirred up here, and it goes into the side seam, and it just kind of folds over, wraps over this part, wraps over this piece, and then at the top, the same thing. It wraps over. And I'm a little surprised at how well it fits and how comfortable I am in it. So I don't even know who I am. So let me know what you think when you've seen the pictures. Now, I could also wear this separately. I could wear my white course top, and I did try it on with that and took some pictures. So I could wear it with a white t-shirt. I could wear it with a white blouse. I could wear the top over white pants, or even jeans, or a white skirt, or all sorts of things, or wear it together. And I like the fact that it's a two-piece, but it kind of gives me the look of a one-piece. Now, Greg had put my mirror up. I had mentioned in my sewing room tour, which I'll link below. I don't know how to do it up here. I don't know how to put the cards up there. So I had mentioned that I had wanted a full-length mirror somewhere in here that would make it a little bit easier for me to show you guys garments and to take pictures, and for myself to be able to see how things look. Well, Greg, had heard that on my video, and he was kind enough to hang a mirror up for me that I've had out in the garage for ages. And I didn't want to get rid of it because I've had it for years, but I never really have anywhere upstairs with, the way things are, the furniture or the door, or, I didn't have anywhere to put it upstairs. So he put it up down here for me in the sewing room. So now I have the mirror. It's not new, and it didn't cost anything except he bought a hanger, $1 and something for a hanger, I think, and everything else he did himself. So I do have my mirror now, and I have my Fabric Wheel of Fate make, this one finished, and I'm a little scared because it is getting cool, and I only have 2 fabrics left on the wheel, and the red fabric is still terrifying me. So I'm going to spin the wheel and let you guys get back to your day. So 2 secs. So as you may remember, I had already done the viewer's choice, and you guys chose the Ladybug fabric, and I made the Love Notions tempo dress. I hit the wild card, and I went ahead and made this fabric as it was still on my wheel, and I'm worried about the weather changing. Now this is the red fabric here that is a rayon crepe, and it's a very specific kind of it's got a block pattern on it. Then I have the mystery fabric, and what I had planned for that was I could either use a fabric on the wheel or something from my stash, either one. And that was my mystery. And then I have a spin again, and I still have the white cotton knit fabric here. So I'm going to leave the little spinner thing here on wild card, and I'm going to spin and see what it chooses. And I may have to spin again, considering the fact that several of these are marked off, but we'll give it a go. Wish me luck. It fell on the cotton knit. Oh my gosh. So I guess that's going to be my next make. Well, it looks like I dodged the bullet again. It's going to be this white background, little floral. It's made out of cotton knit. So I guess that red one is going to be the last one that I make. So anyway, this will be my next make, and as soon as I get something sewn up, I will be back to show you. I'm going to update on Friday the life stuff that's been going on, and an update on Salem the puppy. All the things that have been going on, I'll tell you about that on Friday, but I don't want to take too much time now with your week. But I hope that you approve, and I hope that you like my new look skirt and top that I made. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you hopefully again on Friday. Bye.